the Sage. So I want to see what sort of attack side ideas Fnatic have, because sure, I think this comp will be great on defense. Will it be good on attack?
Defensive ideas from RRQ and the pistol, firing squad in mid, waiting for that spot. A few shots fired, but none landed. It will be Fnatic.
The deal on Cypher is so tough, man.
As RRQ just have to fall back.
I wanted deal on Cypher. Who plays Sage? Should probably be
certainly with the reveal. There's some Uto following it up, but a lot of this is posturing from the defensive side. They're trying to make a favorable engagement happen.
Or Karn, depending on map.
When the reveal pops off, but Fnatic are quick.
But in this combo, it would be Lexi.
Back to covering their bases.
We know Fnatic are renowned for this slow style. It was mentioned by Wire, and I agree that getting into those post plants, they're going to be tough to beat, especially in a pistol round. That wall is going to be devastating, but they are walking into a stack up. 3 players on this side of the map. They're slowed as well by that smoke being into position. Actually, Alfia doesn't look like he's going to use that wall for the post plant at all.
Oh, he's going up into the window as the exec comes through. Kayak already dropped, and here's Alfia's opportunity. He's being spotted, still manages to find one.
Damn.
He's pulling them back into this. Opening pick for RRQ.
In my head, RRQ should have done better on this, but they didn't. They just got rolled.
That double entry is huge, but Alfia still on the wall. Has been
Crashes
caught
is
out.
one, though.
Chronicle in a fairly open position, but will just opt to fall back. Utility not really available for that attack, but a singular paranoia for Noia.
Could get them back through. Chronicle's just got his
This is
flashback
doable.
online. There's the shot from Jemkin though. Crashies, who is desperately low, is down. And it's the 2 players in Boathouse who have to pull this off.
1T.
Chronicle with a pistol in hand. It might
That idea at least.
Okay, well, this should be a boring round.
Obviously, we had some slower weeks from Chronicle over in EMEA as well, but he certainly found his form towards the end of the season. But that was something Uber was saying. You know, across the board, it's felt like regular season stage 2 has been that little bit of a drop-off for Fnatic. But this is their chance to put their best foot forward in terms of opening matchups in Champions. They've only lost to 1. It was their 2nd appearance. Obviously, they've been to every single champs. It was back against 100 Thieves. Other than that, this team is usually undefeated in the early stages.
Well, this is probably an over round.
This round, they certainly should be getting away with it fairly clean. 2 pistols, so a big margin for error, and only classics that they're up against.
He's reacting to use it, but what am I supposed to react to? It's an anti-eco. Unless I have like a crazy flood right here,
within the site,
it's gonna be
smoke to cross over, but it's something that
a done round. I mean, yeah.
Blink and you miss it. Chronicle already up to his 3rd kill of the round, just 3 away from finding his
This guy
ultimate
looking
already.
at a bomb.
And
Which I'm pretty sure he's gonna do.
Orbs onto Alfia, but wanting to make sure that that res is going to be available as much as humanly possible for Crazy Guy. Well, you either want to try and do damage or ideally die to the spike. That's not happening.
No, they're trying to buy time for Alpha to come back and grab that kill, but Crashies.
Early start to this game, he's going to be left down to just a stinger, and Jemkin, well, he's going to be able to escape and have his teammate double.
He should have not been able to got that kill, but
this round.
Damn.
Yeah, not bad at all.
He got it and got away.
To see Fnatic being put in their place early on with that advantage that RRQ are bringing to bear. And as you said, with the defensive side expectations we had. Rifles are left though, 3 of them with an upgrade that's being brought through.
This guy's alpha.
Plenty of numbers here for RRQ.
Or the 3v5? Oh my god.
Online
Now he's low health.
towards this side and
Not optimal.
40 seconds on the clock. Time to make a decision. And it looks like they might be making the right read.
The thing is, that was their own thorn.
I didn't want to save.
It felt like Crashies wanted to push forward.
30 seconds left.
But his own team's thorns have blocked him out from doing so. Fnatic like to run the clock low, but I wonder if this is just turning into a save. 20 seconds left on the clock, the spike pushing forward, but everybody else still with so much space to take. Boaster
The rest of
down.
them should save now.
Let's
Let's see how many times they exec when there's less than 40 seconds.
Into this one.
Okay, they are doing a beast split now, and it is not
Straight through the side for utility.
that
They will
late.
go. That's the problem. A lot of reactive util in play for RRQ. The salvo coming in from Crazy Guy still has 1 left to play with. Reveal comes in. The spams.
No mind, it's gonna be past 40 seconds. Well, guys.
Impressive in terms of the util.
Anyways,
the
once.
that RRQ are playing in as well. It's making it a bit of a headache for Fnatic. And with that extra time bought, rotation through from Jemkin, mid fully secured, and Fnatic are going to go for this late control. Alfier wants to push deep, into the spawn. He's got a guy on the rotate trying to cut it off, and he'll grab one. That's the
And somehow they win.
And Boaster clearing out
They just win all their gunfights.
What was a very labored round and steps back out. If Cushy tries to cross the market, they could be caught off here.
Now has the idea that there's a player in position.
Here.
Jemkin Crash is about to run out, but just at the last second he's able to catch that kill. Boaster not being able to spot the player further, but there will be an immediate retrieval. Wonderful usage of the salvos though. That would be the pick-off of Kayak for the second time this round. His KD taking a beating. And so are Fnatic in the early stages. They need a response in this.
Jemkin on the op.
It's just been a game changer.
Damn.
From an almost
This is gonna be a long game. I can feel it. I can feel this be like a 3-mapper and like OT. I can feel it. Watch them get rolled. But like, it should be like a good game.
Showed massive resilience in their victory.
RRQ breaking through even though the orb isn't mid. Someone's gonna break drone for this guy.
Well, those first few rounds definitely haven't phased them.
Flash.
Damn, the flash was really good.
Jemkin not able to hit the shot on the jumping Kayak.
Now Xferry is in a world of pain.
Big player of
he's about to get TP blinded on. Yeah, he's dead.
The operator down. They try to delay
all
with the
good.
salvos, but Kayak's already through. Crashed through the gates on the
Damn, they might get rolled like RRQ. They already have 4 in attack.
Now secured.
A double city club.
5 versus 3.
Not good.
RRQ. Well, you talked about the slow rounds. This was a bit more direct, but we might still get that late round save.
Well, I also think it was Boaster's paranoia.
Gosh, no. I have to have another meal because he's taking meds later. So upset about it.
For Kayak, and it looks almost silly that he's able to get that kill for free. Breaking back into this though, it was mentioned, it's not going to be easy. You're facing off against that Vice in tandem with Sage, and well, that's before you even talk about some of the individual brilliance currently in the server. This has been a very peculiar game. Both sides winning a lot of their rounds.
Save again. No, I know. It's good where it's going to be a long game.
From Fnatic, and more importantly, catching out of Jemkin has turned this completely in the other direction. At least though, Crazy Guy's going to make
a couple of saves at a time. RRQ still able to buy up. We got to be getting close to a record here so far in the tournament for the most back-to-back buy rounds for both teams. I mean, it is ridiculous.
Well, I want to see how good these teams are with the Stinger. That's been the gun of the tournament, I feel, so far, but not in this game.
You're an attack op, and it's not on Alpha.
Chronicle. Nonetheless, he's now got an operator of his own. Clearly expecting that aggression to
They were hitting pretty early. Damn.
Early TP just to try and clear out Switch. The run in. Kayak's already gone down. Smoke going to be thrown back out to try and delay them that little bit further, but it feels like now Fnatic are a little bit more committed. Boaster has made that move eventually, but is the only one out.
I don't know if I like hitting at a one choke as like single duelist, but nice try.
It's going to be difficult. Alfia's got a long wait before that heal's going to be available. In fact, we'll be down to the last 15 seconds of the round.
Oh my gosh, do you guys notice like
And obviously for Chronicle with the operator, all he can really hope to do.
This is what I'm going to eat a lot of.
There could even be a world here where they're going to group up, swap that op into Alfia's hands. It's
y'all know these? Oh my god, they're so good.
Chance to trade bullet for bullet.
I'm eating these later.
Site wide open. RRQ. They've shown us a lot of patience on the defensive side. This time, maybe their downfall is that they will give the plant away.
Because I am not like super big fan of.
Online, though, I'm not worried.
No, it's.
Like,
I mean, probably others do not care.
But
I
think
also they're like. I'm not a big fan of like super sweet things.
Playing this as a 4 versus 2 retake, I think the gamble would be is if
they're
you left it down to a 1v1 on the site. They're not going to allow that to happen. Chronicle, though.
Sorry, I thought the round was over.
What I'm talking about. He's going to try and get aggressive, try and be surprising. They already know where he is. That surprise factor is gone.
Alpha, though, still manages to land a shot. They know where Chronicle is. That was the problem. It's down to the low HP player. He's healed himself slightly. He'll survive a shot, but not to the head. Cushy puts him in.
I was like, what is happening? I thought it was saving.
Already said defense normally better. More Hunter's Fury pop. Chronicle's dead to rights. Nice start, in fact. Another tag to be had as well.
RQ will not be stomped.
Sage, though.
Yeah, not so much. At least it will be the shield stripped away. A small benefit. And look at this. for RRQ, they've been playing so heavy on one side of the map, and it makes sense when it's towards A and your Cypher's left to hold the other side. In the last round, they had 5
It's in context. You can prove it.
We're pushing through. This time it's 3.
It is alright to approve.
Of Jemkin, close enough, and the ultimate set off.
I'm just like leaning back, so I can't approve myself, you know.
Inside of main, but there's no one to play on the back of it.
No,
that
I'm leaning
feel
back.
Like a little bit of a throwaway from Crazy Guy. The res is still online.
Yeah, I guess the expectation was that maybe somebody was a little bit deeper. They are wary of those salvos. That's what it is. They're using the res here. They're just expecting the salvos to just remove anybody else who's left. Shock dart over the top. Same wall. Getting ready to go, but they should be aware of this. Jemkin also holding the line into middle. Fnatic starting to fall flat once again. It's only really Althea who's done anything. And well, Kayak now with 14 seconds, 4 players to find. And guess what? RRQ
It's
are not
rough,
going to be
yeah.
peeking. That will be the scoreline equalized.
I feel like Kayak hasn't had a chance to play the game, bro.
Lose any of your weaponry, you can run back in on the retake. And you can see all of this utility being expended, set up to try and make things that little bit more awkward. Well, there's absolutely nobody here.
Yeah,
now they've still gotten
the gate crash alongside Paranoia to clear that backside beat.
Which they might invest.
Kayak, but so passive are RRQ. They tried to disrupt the plant. They won't find it. Chronicle lands a double Boaster on the frenzy.
Dude,
hold on.
I don't know what's going on.
This is looking very winnable for Fnatic.
How?
And Xfero falls quickly. The hope
it's
is
actually like
RRQ
10 people versus a whole crowd.
Actually,
yeah.
you probably want the ult to be used. Now it's online for this round.
Yep.
That's the worst ad read I've ever heard. Listen, I'm really bad at them. Like, what do you mean?
But here it is.
One round down, they're on the B side this time, completely trapped in. This is a problem. Cushy, he's going to have a swarm of locusts descending upon him, but his weapon is back up. The flash catches, but Cushy, good for 1, good for 2, against all odds on the backside. He was caught by the steel garden.
Yeah, insane.
He's the one drawing blood till Chronicle again delivers a double.
Chronicle has been impressive. Jemkin rifle retrieved. Crashies has that Hunter's Fury, but using it might be difficult. Nice shock dart, but even still
Damn,
a
Chronicle.
To even have
They
a
have
chance
no
of
money at all. Classic, 2 classics and 3 deeks.
Stranger things have happened. It's a good flash to start. The drone's got all the info. They know about the danger up close. Fnatic won't go running brazenly into that, but Cushy's trying to take advantage of the gap. He's being spotted though. Boaster about to set up a smoke. Oh, he looked a little asleep at the start. Not expecting one yet around that corner, but Chronicle, reliable, takes the pick. Jemkin super low as well, and yeah, the wall is tripped on B, but Fnatic have already put their eggs in this basket. The A site being taken. Xfero tagged low. And a jump around from Kayak will catch him off. There is damage done on the other side though. Kayak is relatively low. They've managed to draw blood onto Boaster. RQ could make this costly, but I don't know how much impact that's realistically going to have. They needed the round win.
Okay, well.
Sen, over the last few months, they've been 1-6, so I think expectations were relatively low, but this is starting to look very rough indeed.
Oh, Jemkin, there we go. The return of the op, and of course it's Chronicle that he finds.
That's kind of what he needs to do prior to.
Scalp to tank early on.
Abuse the fact that they're playing so slow. Thanks for the sub, Dio now. Appreciate it.
7-5 half. Up for grabs. Up against the team that sent RRQ out of Toronto. The grudge match. Jemkin's going back out for more. Same spot as before. Of course, he's got teammates covering deep into mid, so he doesn't have to worry about his left side. He's covering this cross, and eventually that fight is going to be forced out. Crashies, but it's more importantly Althea with the spot.
He misses, and this guy gets 2.
Alpha walls up, pops the res, uses it as a bait for another, but Xfero delivers. And a 2 versus 2 spawns from this with the ult from Boaster. The spike will be reclaimed, but look at Munyet.
Giving his position away. Clearly aware of the potential Paranoia to re-swing, but he's not won the fight.
Oh wait,
and now
do they know he's
left
sank?
on just 20 HP.
They don't seem too aware of it.
It'll be a tough one to win, but it will come down to the
smoke
timing.
kind of
Find a gap, find some space. Maybe there's an opportunity down to just 10. Facing,
damn!
It. Be as good on the entry as he was on the defense, because it is much, much harder.
Oh, Fnatic! They're giving them a taste of their own medicine! It's the stack up on mid. 3 instead of RRQ's 4. But they have found 2 picks and left xFaroe down to 5.
This might be a good next.
Successful start. And one of the things I wanted to highlight, Tom, is the man we're on board with right now, Munyet. He has had a tough first half, and a man we have high expectations for. I don't think Fnatic will get to see this side of Munyet for much longer, but for now, certainly a lot more to be desired. And with this pistol, if Fnatic win this, that's both pistols under their belt, which ultimately, in a 7-5 half, the pistol was what made the difference.
Yeah. I think it'd be a bit more damning. What?
All right.
Okay, that's going to help them out a little bit. A full blind shot for one of their players. Monyet's found another. You mentioned him, and he's come alive. And it's starting to get a little bit dangerous. A fight that could change it, but
I mean, yeah.
Jumping that they fly from, so doing it from the right side of the map is important. Already being tripped, and that's going to buy that additional little bit of extra time, but they are swarming in. A lot of pressure. Put on the Chronicle! Was that
a triple collab?
Or was that the second shot? Because it looked like it could have been all of them.
It looked like it was 1 bullet, 3 kills. Maybe we'll get a slow-mo on that.
I'm going to need that slowed as much as humanly possible, but that does
Yo!
an opportunity for the ace. And Crazy Guy does not want to give it to him. This man was confident enough as it is. His 17th kill already. Oh, Crazy Guy. He's trying to go around the world. It seems like Kayak, he is baiting. What a wonderful teammate that this guy is. In fact, they're all trying to give the opportunity for this man to get the ace. And
nice. That's so cute of them all.
The first ace for Fnatic in the tournament. And one that, yeah.
It's so nice of them.
Need it slow. I still don't know.
Hold on. Here we go. That was one shot. One shot, 3 kills.
It was one.
Unbelievable from Chronicle.
And we need to see a change for RRQ. Kayak, he wasn't spotted in the last round, so he's going to go for the same play. Likely that he may not find anything again. xFaroe just jiggling. He's going to go
Crossfire is wrong. I'm not sure why they're doing
Gatecrash
that.
Gonna be used.
Oh, he's doing this.
Surely it's running out of time. There we go. He's back out, but Crashy's out of the round. He's taken down in market, and RRQ used that knowing that rotations will come through. Now they look to pressure towards mid. This is the right read. Fnatic are offering up a fight, and if the numbers from the attack go that way, they could have had a duel. Very heavily favored to themselves. In fact, they still might. Boaster's going to be walled up here. It's an audacious play, but he goes jumping on top of the box. And xFaroe in with the early punish. A 3 versus 5 now.
Yeah, I don't mind the idea, but the additional jump made it difficult. Chronicle on the other side, they're going to have
Nothing
at least
to do,
a little bit of worries about that Guardian after the last round. Alpha yet, he's being watched. Well played by Munyet. Making sure that lurk can't come in from behind. Well, it needs to be a 1v5, but it's not going to happen.
Okay, if I could see anyone in a 1v5 and B, I could see Kayak do it.
Bear in mind that the Vice Wall has also been moved into middle, so they have a lot of information on that part of the map. The push, though, not going that way.
The drone already put through on A. Alarm bells ringing. Fnatic know the hit's coming in with that paranoia having landed. Kayak doesn't find much. A quieter performance continues. We look for another hero on this site. Alfier grabs some info, but swings into heavy traffic. Boaster isolated. He'll be taken down after 1.
Oh, we might be in for a map, guys.
Never mind. That shock dart makes it doable. I was already thinking perhaps the save call, but now they can go for this.
Oh,
and with Crazy
no,
Guy taking
guys.
the fight alone, he's giving them a real chance. xFaroe so desperately low. They'll play this together with a flash still in play for Chronicle. That's a good way to burst them out into this site. If xFaroe doesn't break this one yet, be blinded up. It's going down below. Oh, it's going up top. Okay, they're clearing it. Now looking to fight together with the reveal. They've seen one, they've seen the other, but xFaroe lands the shot. And it's all onto Crashies. The drop down should be deadly. A double swing, but xFaroe gets ahead of the play. Crashies running out of time, but he'll catch Munyet.
He has time to?
Takes away. Fnatic, it's close, but I think they've got it.
They threw so hard.
Just trying to bait that wall being broken. They now look to try and move back to the other side of the map, but this definitely has its risks about it. Fnatic haven't moved. They'll catch the first.
Yo!
Wonderful from Cushy. 2 players down. Kayak trying to rotate into position. He's hoping someone peeks off it, but they don't.
This guy is
Another
primed.
control being taken. Fnatic can't afford to fight this. Their economy was already on the brink after that last round.
And now it's a save. Okay, redemption, but mind you, it could be 8-9 right now.
They'll now deep wall, which again will give them information if it's shot to break, and if it's not, they'll know that position is clear, and instead they set up a firing squad around the sheer. But this is what I've enjoyed from RRQ. They've been methodical at slowly breaking their way through this utility. Information will be had that there's 2 players around this position. Steel Garden thrown in to try and remove that weaponry, but Jemkin may be already doing enough. 30 seconds left on the clock, and
they just get bombs aside
there's
though.
Nobody here anymore, at least with the weaponry. And this hold into mid, it could be a problem. That's a spike down. They need to run back into the hands of Chronicle. He's waiting, but he can't quite win the fight.
Opponent's utility, and not overcommitting either. Sometimes you see that work out well half of the time, and the other half you're losing a player or 2 in overcommitments. That doesn't seem to be the case for RRQ.
No.
Very contained when they're baiting at that util early round.
Oh, I think they've genuinely
if they hit right now.
Not overdoing it. Not taking too many risks. They're now going to go back to the exact position that they sort of baited out before, the slows. Will delay them at least a little bit. And there are quite a few players here for Fnatic. Weaponry, at least on Boaster, definitely not ideal. But again, this is just posturing. They now head back towards Kayak. Now, he's been having a rough game. They could definitely use him helping them out. And with the Hunter's Fury in combination, that creates a distraction. That's the spike on the deck. 15 seconds left. This one's looking a little bit more rushed. They need to get a move on.
They need to go. They don't have time.
At the back of this site. All they need to do is hold the line at least a few seconds. And in fact, they've already got the Thorns to do that job for them. Fnatic find their form, and of course,
unless Fnatic give them like
now I think you're crazy.
space and like picks, because they have double Senti. Like they can't just run it down.
I think without it, they probably clear Kayak much quicker, and then maybe
but again, it could be 9-10 right now
to get into the site rather than 8.
Yeah, which also comes back to they heard the steps rotating away. Kayak needs to get out of there, and he does quite quickly. Yeah, it was a little too telegraphed from RRQ. 11-8. Margin for error thinning, and already the economy on the rocks, but Crazy Guy comes in with a big ult online, especially on the attack side.
There's a lot of angles that can be cleared by this, a lot of cheeky spots that can be denied.
But Fnatic's economy is so cooked.
This is both teams with their economy on the brink. This could be a chance for RRQ to equalize, or it could be the end of the map. Kayak again, not quite connecting, got to go forward. Position being created, awkward, and the openers for RRQ are fantastic. Nobody really here to try and deny them anymore. His spam from
not much to do.
Hopeful at best, especially with them knowing his exact position. And it now comes down to the same decision for Fnatic. Do you risk this?
Well, he got full flash though. But the first
10 HP.
Part of it, like the first and mid, that was kind of a whiff you wouldn't expect.
So he decides to play that very late wraparound. That should seal the deal. And even if Fnatic decide to go back and save these weapons, he will be waiting. Alpha down, Boaster follows and crashes inside the smoke. It's soon to fade. I don't think he's got a great chance of holding on to this weapon.
Yeah.
He won't do any damage. It's a flawless round.
This is a player we expect to have large amounts of impact. Speaking of another, though, that's a nice shot from Alpha here. It removes that lurking player of Expero. Maybe gives them a little bit of extra space. The problem, though, is Crashy's already gone down in response, and the salvo will deny any aggression.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about pistols for most players. Kayak's in a good spot. Monyet crosses over, but he's now seeing Chronicle.
Yeah,
and
nothing
Kayak
to do.
lands the headshot. An outlaw and a rifle picked up. An advantage in manpower, a res online for Alpha, an ult for info if Boaster wants to use it. Here. But Kayak's already got plenty to work with. This is now winnable for the defensive side, and RRQ need to tighten up the ship. They also need a pick, and that's what Jemkin gives them. Cushy following up as well. Now a 2v2, but the res will be used. Fnatic not looking to let this round slip just yet. The flash pops, and I love the thorns to the back, but they don't get activated, and Cushy continues to deliver on the backside. Boaster, lightning one, leaves Cushy alone, but it's a 1v1, and with Boaster so desperately low, and the clock draining, it's Cushy to find all 5. RRQ just one behind.
A lot of missing pieces, but a big opportunity. Now is where they need to recover because RRQ have been building into this attack side.
Oh, here we go. Jemkin finding the info, Cushy finding the tags and finding the
80 on Rest or 80 on Sage.
Lead from the death screen, but Chronicle able to try
you need to keep Tree
removing this extra smokes in the late round. That's going to be quite the blow. It looks like
RRQ loses round.
They've got 3 players in heaven, but a flash primed and ready. They're thinking about getting aggressive as the Rose Garden goes through. In comes Kayak, he's found one! A wall bang onto Crazy Guy, but Jemkin, he's keeping this, well, at least under control for a moment, even with the pistol in play. Late round for next Pharaoh's going to be all that it comes down to, but he's got to swing into a plant position that he just cannot deny the defuse from.
Yeah, no. I told you, they did not plan for the Steel Garden at all. Like, they didn't want to keep Tree, they didn't want to do anything, they just sat on side and hope for the best, which is not optimal. What's that supposed to mean?
2 rounds left for RRQ to hit an OT. Manageable with the economy that they've got to play with.
It feels like they deserve it. Like, considering they've lost both pistols in this game, it's been a fight back every single time. Kayak is going to get himself into the corner.
He has not TP, but he's not using it.
Okay,
is this something that's checked? It is, and what Jemkin has been winning that fight time and time again. His sight hold, though, has been devastating. They're walking into Chronicle's domain.
Dot flash.
And thus far this game, he's been dominant.
Yeah, Chronicle has been the difference maker. Crashies has been pretty reliable. The utility's keeping them out of Boathouse for now. But the push comes to a slow for RRQ. The spike retrieved. They haven't set their sights on it just yet. The run through the smoke successful for X-Pharaoh. With Chronicle already gone, Boaster and Alpha have a difficult decision. Going for this. And, oh, well, it's no longer a decision. No debate.
How's he dead?
Down, and it's X-Pharaoh and Munyet against Boaster and Alpha.
They've got a real opportunity. Back into the 2 versus 2. Maybe expectations that there'll be somebody within this smoke already. Alpha are not really willing to risk it, but eventually jumps through, but doesn't realize maybe there's somebody on the other side. They will now, and even going to trade it out. The TP used as bait. Monya to try and keep them.
I was going to say WP though.
Cannot do it.
That's how they won the map though. Like, they threw that. It was like a. It's a 3-2. They threw a bunch of rounds. They shouldn't have. They should have been even closer.
Going walkabouts.
That's exactly it. Straight down through mid. Fnatic starting out confidently. They're going to be greeted by X-Pharaoh, who's been there to punish them a couple of times on the previous map. That stun doesn't actually catch him. It's Jemkin to find a pick, but it's traded back by 2 and slowed down.
What is their comp?
Through mid. RRQ, by the time they get through that choke, get up.
Oh, the timing.
Onto the stairs. I thought Fnatic
Breach
would be safe
Sova?
there, but yeah,
what in the f is happening?
3v3.
She's just holding the angle, but doesn't manage to land. Pistol definitely not done yet. Bear in mind, Fnatic have won both of them so far, and that was seemingly the difference maker in terms of the rounds in the last map. All 3 players of RRQ grouping up outside this B site, and after a little peek in that direction,
that was good, like, bro. They're faking the steps.
Completely the wrong read. This is going to be a free plant, and they're going to be as far away as humanly possible. I don't know what information they had that this was going to be an A hit, but whatever it was, it has baited them completely.
RRQ have also done a great job of keeping their utility here. Munyet not burning up a Paranoia. Taking this as a contact play now gives them a lot more to work with when it comes to this post plant. I'm curious to see whether this was going to be used in an aggressive way with the position of Jemkin to try to.
Well, in a best, I think that's fine. It's the breach that's weird.
Of the retake, but instead, they're playing back on the side.
They got both of the shock darts and the recon as well, so there's a lot available for them.
This Paranoia line
to try and have their sweaty little lineups. There's the paranoia just to kind of keep Jemkin safe in the corner. It does mean they know he's there. Crashy's able to clear already. Potential, but it's just going to be the firefights for Crazy Guy, but it's worked out. One found already within the Smoker's Chronicle. He's trying to continue from before, and immediately
does he have it?
Land himself another shot. It's whether or not he has enough time. He does
yeah, he doesn't.
It was incredibly close for another Chronicle miracle.
Wow.
5 on it up against Fnatic. But now this one, we're going into unknown territory in terms of these two, Abyss and Corrode head to head. But I am curious to see in the rifle rounds how this comp is going to play out, because like I said, there was a lot of punish for the role that Jemkin is playing.
Oh dear.
Can see the tweets already.
All 5 players going down. They gambled on one side of the map. They got the side of the map wrong. They don't want to give the orbs over on the rotation either. So
and no
favored of the two thus far. We'll see if that continues throughout the map.
Stunned hell. There's no way Kayak's getting super aggressive here on the back of it. No, they will just sit and wait. But here comes a dive from Jemkin. Kayak with the immediate punish. He gets out. Has his refract to go back, but doubtful that's going to be used. They've made it now into a 5v4, denying the plant. Oh no, it's not. It's on the other side of the box, pardon me. Cushy's able to get the plant down nice and open.
Yeah, I guess they didn't expect just for him to plant almost in front of them. It's a bit of a gamble with this many players there, but it sets them up nicely into the post plant.
Yeah, this post is hard
from
to
Fnatic
beat.
And still a decent amount of utility. Recon already being sent out to try and clear some of that backline, but in fact it's a much deeper post plant. The spams is the aim of the game. A 1-for-1 trade, but bear in mind what they lost it on last time. It was the time, it was the clock that went against Fnatic. Already you see the fragment into position. At times starting to tick down once again, and they're only just getting onto it. The shock dart, it's going to go through, but it's
This
missed.
shock missing.
I don't think it's quite as close this time around.
If the shock hits, they just win.
The decision then, when you see this utility come through from Alfear, do you stick around, do you look for the fight, or do you simply back off? And it looks like he's made the right call. And Crashies, he didn't think he needed a fallback. He should have been safe inside the smoke, but he has been taken down. RRQ, I mean, Fnatic tried to deny RRQ the opening pick, and they still get it. That's a crazy unlucky fight for Fnatic.
Look at Alpha as well. He's 1 HP. Like, the spams have done so much damage to the side of Fnatic. But getting back into this site is going to be a difficult one. They're still going for it. They're still trying to make that space. Kayak's actually won the opener. That's not a bad way to find themselves back into the round, but it's this late wraparound from Mumya that could cause them problems. The fight on the site actually going the way of Fnatic, and an old school cam on the spike is going to be a nasty surprise. It means once again they haven't been able to get on it. Have they heard Munya? No, they haven't. But he's going to be.
They're choking in the post plant really bad.
I think the most prominent in my mind is always going to be Icebox back in the day. But they don't have that here.
Damn.
I would say Lotus, but you know.
Lotus, I mean, it's more recent. It's not as niche. I like the aged one.
Well, already taking a casualty. So the weaponry, well, the only rifle that's had is going to be the upgrade. I said I wanted to see those stingers. Well, I've got it in map number 2. Shock dart out, but
he has missed many outlaw bullets lately.
Bullet onto any of these players would be certain demise. Even still, though, the time ticking. And that's already been a bit of a burden so far for Fnatic.
It's been a much better start for Munyet, and it looks like he'll have pressure on him again. Stun lined up and fired through. Here comes the flash. He'll be caught by it. Hunter's Fury, though, sent through as a response. Drop down is good for Boaster. He'll find the first. Munyet surrounded. Picks his fight from the corner. Boaster, though, putting the pressure on. And Munyet will be taken out.
A retake after a retake after a retake, but RRQ, well, they probably feel like the B site after it being half a second and a slightly missed shock dart might be the better of the two for them. They're heading there early.
Knife is broken. Jemkin, though, already in, taking the space, but Kayak's there to punish. We've seen this before. He just gets out. Happy with his opening pick, with the advantage claimed. The spike making it to backside. This is normally...
This all is so...
The aftershock goes down. This time they try to deny the close plant. The wraparound from Munyet catches them in that transition period, and it's a 4 versus 4. RRQ have a late flank coming in from Xfero as well, covering all their bases. There is still a trip covering it. These players on site could be under pressure. Kayak, that ult's not quite going to hit Munyet up in heaven. Xfero and Munyet both finding theirs. And then now that flank putting so much pressure on. Fnatic need to be quick, they gotta run forward. There's gaps in the play.
Yeah, okay, they didn't check this one at least. They played on, which I like. They did the thing with the one way where they play in it, and I like it a lot. Better pathing from him. He avoids all the trips.
Route that was planned for by that trap wire. Hunter's Fury active, but denied immediately. The ult from KO taking all the abilities, all the ulties away.
This is
and
good
buying
stall.
so much time. Fnatic will have to now wait. They've got so much util for the retake, but that clock is going to run low by the time they can use it.
Well, it has been running low every single time. Noia faking out the idea, and well, Cushy's just swung into them. He knew where they were. That's messy though. Both of them.
What?
To find 3. This round was looking done, but it's left all onto Noia. He's been revealed. They know where he is, but he wants to take that fight.
No.
He will not win it. Waved at Noia. Had a bad day. Benji remembers.
Well, Alpha, he's clearly feeling confident down on that stage. We're gonna have the Blade Storm activated for Jemkin. Deep play towards the A site for Fnatic. Early doors taking a lot of control. And RRQ hasten their pace as a response. Straight through mid. There's 2 players quite passive on this B site, ready for the fight. Crashies slowing down the players in mid, making a bit of an accordion effect. This is leaving more isolated battles. Alpha here dies after just 1 though. With that utility down,
Munyet has an insane timing. Oh, do not wave at the guy.
Focus in the late round and take a look at this play coming through. You've talked about the late round flanks. Well, Munyet might have the best one yet.
No, you need to keep going. I don't care if you're smoke walled out. You just need to keep going.
The team have been able
knife
to
out.
Place themselves.
Oh, he doesn't know he can be knife out.
With a single kill, might even be able to just rolling thunder them all
Wait,
off
the
the
knife
map.
is so good.
They don't
good
want to
delay.
overface. They don't want to get aggressive.
No,
they
keep
are
going.
Giving the time for Munyet to make potentially the play of the round. He's watching everybody. It's a little bit messy, but he'll still get the one.
We don't breathe, guys. We forget to breathe.
The rest of the players have still been just waiting patiently. Cushy again.
Okay, it's fine. Cushy kills the run. But he needs to breathe.
They have done a
nothing crazy is gonna happen, I think.
Of avoiding this play early on. Now the thing is, that trap's still online. Alfie is far enough away to not get caught by the null command, but they will find it before they run on into it. Late flank being set up as well by Xfero. He goes down, that is a rifle gifted over, but Alpha is gonna have to really tick all the boxes to clear him out.
Do you see him?
He saw the pistol, but now he certainly spotted him, but Alpha lands the shot. They want to be patient on Fnatic, but RRQ get ahead of it. They're playing aggressive, finding the double. A big advantage now.
Good flash, good double peek. I mean, damn.
The danger is gone.
Guys, they're getting active in the post play instead of playing off. This is what we needed.
Oh, nobody's going to find Crashy's corpse, that's for sure. And for Alpha, it then gets to the point of like, okay, do you just hold on to the weapon? How much damage are you really hoping to do here? The answer is absolutely nothing. And Chronicle with no orbs needed to be gained. I think the only thing he can either hope for is a rifle or the taste of the spike. Very enjoyable team to watch. A set play though, being thrown in for Fnatic. The util forced them back, but unfortunately for Kayak, there was nobody caught in the stun.
And RRQ don't just run to the other side of the map, knowing now that they're facing in to that rolling thunder. They'll still compete for the orb, but with 4 players here, it's going to be the exact same round minus the null command. They've lost 1 to Chronicle. That rolling thunder will be put through. It almost sent Munyet off the map, and instead it sent him into the waiting arms of Chronicle, but a 3v3, and again this mid-play. Alpha got the better of Xfero last time, but this time it's revenge.
And they're going B.
Cypher. The B site now open as we can see. Boaster getting his rifle out. It looked like a little late, but
never mind, going
equalizing things.
Okay, well throughout this, Chronicle didn't move. I can understand why. You've seen a kill on the other side of the map. You kind of had the expectation that they go the other way. He's now started to claim some control. Perfect positioning, but it's a little bit labored. It's given an opportunity. Crazy Guy's been able to get out of the grab well. Because of that, he gets that early fight. And Boaster's has been wrapping around the backline, going all the way around the map to try and get in from behind. He does have Cosmic Divide available, but placing it while in the open would be a massive risk. He's just trying to make his way into the site, and Crazy Guy, well, it's been too long. He started to realize that he has to be coming in from behind. The tap on the spike reveals his opponent's position. But the clock is in his favor. Boaster, though, will just about be able to take it. He's been good in these late round scenarios.
I feel like he shouldn't lose that, but he did.
5-5, and I know why Crashies is just happy to try and hold this one. Dart up, stun, keeps them locked in, and well, the players attempting to make it through A main are kind of stuck until they get through this choke.
They have done a great job so far on the attacking side of dealing with Alpha Year's utility. It doesn't feel like he's getting a lot off those traps, constantly being destroyed. Always caution on the push through. It will be the same again.
He's using this Fnatic to clear mid.
Fnatic group up here. 4 players moving into heaven, but RRQ want to take the fight to them. Boaster and Chronicle, though, good for the duel. In goes the Hunter's Fury. It's a narrow laneway. Doesn't land for more than the one, though. 4 versus 3. Oh, Monyet! He's just delivered a double. Managed to find them, fall back, and then the trap on the other side reveals one of the last players, Boaster, the one that was unknown. Alpha will be caught.
Like, I don't know what's happening all the time. People just like,
as it went, it's RRQ
I don't know.
6.
Him deliver on either the Yoru or the Waylay. And what is a fast-paced take once again for RRQ.
Jemkin looking to harvest souls, caught by the stun, yet he still survives. Koshi again, but it's Boaster with a double, breathing life into Fnatic. But in a 2v3, still on the back foot.
He loves the cam on the spike.
And it got down just in time. That shock dart landed just a little bit too late. And Crashies, he'll have no more chance to play with the bow. Last man standing, Alpha Year. He's got a classic now.
Stinger at range.
Rifle. Well, better than the classic, perhaps. Well, maybe not, actually. It depends. Certainly ended up with a better rifle.
That is what RRQ have been so good at. They're not going to give him a single fight. Just jiggle peeking, baiting him into taking awkward positions. He doesn't have anything to play with. The time against him. And look, even at the end, the cam will be what decides the round. Just making sure that there is no fight to be had. The half will be won by RRQ. If they want to survive going into that lower bracket,
let's lock the in, chat.
they need to make sure that they close this one out.
Heavy towards B to have some sort of read.
Well, this is their best chance so far. The lead by 2. Pistol round from Fnatic.
A little bit ambitious here to swing.
Half 2 of Ascent. It was a
why are we
bloodbath
leaving?
to start it out.
No, guys, we had a good read.
Getting aggressive, and he's being tagged up. It's time to fall back. Same for Crazy Guy. Taking some scars
Okay,
early
they're deciding
on,
to go back into it, though.
Yet to drop a player. Question is, do they have the read right? As we see a lot of this defensive side flock towards the B side, and it certainly seems like for the moment that's where Fnatic want to take it. But I am seeing Boaster clearing a lot of space on A.
Oh, it's almost an early pick. Kayak eventually will find one, but he's traded out by Kushi again. He seems to love this B site. But with space being held, this was something that the old Fnatic on this map love to do.
Bro.
They just leave Boaster in the spawn. Crashies, though, has been caught, looking like maybe he wanted to try and get out of there. Instead, they're now walking into a site that I imagine they believe to be clear, but Xpera are definitely still waiting. And actually, he's in the perfect position. Now they try and split back through. They'll be able to deal with him, and in fact, Boaster's caught a couple. One of the remaining players incredibly low, but they need to get this plant in, and Boaster holding the line.
He's found himself 3 already, but he's the last healthy player. Alpha down to 25. That's Sheriff. A 6-chambered up against him, and it's
Boaster.
to deliver his 4th of the
God
round.
damn.
This one.
Conversion here. Oh, Alpha under pressure. He has been taken down.
It's a luck, though.
It's only classics from RRQ. But now they've managed to find themselves a Marshall. Alongside damage, that can be a very valuable weapon in a round like this. But they will be forced into the retake. As the plant secure
if the scout gets
on
anything.
this A side. And the question for Fnatic is, how
It's
do you
good.
want to play this? Especially with the range advantage going back towards mains. Not a bad idea, but conscious of Monyet being able to just smoke them off. They want to stay a little bit aggressive, keep some control.
Nice
but the Cam has spotted them. They know exactly where to fight. RRQ have all the info. They're putting the pieces together, and it's Fnatic coming crumbling down. That late Cam from Xfero has given them a chance.
Boaster again.
Convert. It's Boaster to save the round with the Red Bull clutch.
With the classics, that's a dangerous
How you
spot to
say,
be
right?
by the looks of it.
Watching some
Fnatic
Valorant.
have invested quite heavily back into this one. They might leave themselves in a bit of trouble next round.
We'll see how the economy's settled. As players start to fall.
Oh, hey!
He's
Nice
got
play.
one up top. That's another rifle. This is a full.
They almost lose eco to into bonusing.
Kayak is double connected, and he's hungry for more. Blood in the water, and he's swimming straight towards Xfero. Just about manages to survive that engagement. The Cypher healthy towards the spawn, but a 5 versus 3. That investment for Fnatic paying off.
But that was the man we wanted to see. He's been missing throughout the majority of this series. Bushy trying to take space back through. This is not going to be easy. Maybe it is. There's a gap. A spot for him to take a fight. But look how passive the remaining players are. Bushy's found another. Making this one interesting for sure. They've dodged themselves that knife, but now already that time being bought, and Boaster,
Boaster is actually owning.
Holding the line.
What is he?
The man next to him is meant to be the super.
A lot of responsibilities. Right now, it seems like he's the brains and the brawn down on that stage.
Kayak taking the space once again. Spam not quite finding anything. Of course, there's not a whole lot to play with in this round, so there might be a chance for him to farm. He already has ult online, but I think the confidence far more valuable for Fnatic at this stage. They're duelist trying to get their way back into the game, and that's exactly what's happening in this one. A cleanup with only 2 standing and plenty of utility denying anybody swinging that planter.
Not much to do
The
here.
remaining players, can they do any damage? That's not a bad start, but Alfia quick to respond. And an easy rate takes. Seems like they've developed a taste for B, and that's where Jemkin will be waiting for them.
Yeah, it's the still water that stagnates. It's time to switch it up. Fnatic straight to the B site.
20.
Top shot not landed, and quite a bit of damage done in return. Xfero falls. Utility now. Those trap plays no longer there to work with, and Alpha gets the info on the back of it. Oh, crazy guy trying for the punish. He finds himself falling. In a 5v3, that off needs to start delivering, but the opportunities are few and far between.
Yeah, it's cooked. No mind. Who you cheering for? I don't even know. I guess Fnatic now just because they're winning. Boaster being top back is actually crazy. Like, he's 20-7, bro. Kayak is 9-15.
Let's see if things change in the next round. Here it's Sheriffs. Individual's going to be relied upon. The Cam already spots Jemkin. The door has to be broken open, and as he fades away, Munyet fades out of the round, trying to cover his teammate. 4 Sheriffs now left in play, and for Fnatic, grouping and hitting a site, it's the right call. It's what you want to see happen from our perspective, and you can see they've made that call.
Yeah, the worry as well is, like, the next buy, round number 19, potential for every single ultimate bar, maybe the Neural Theft, to be online for Fnatic. Like, they haven't had to use anything. The Neural Theft was used in the last round. But if they're clever here with, like, who plants? Well, there you go. There's one. That's Chronicle's ult. Maybe they send Crashies out.
No, this is a crazy time for Boaster to show up.
Although he's always
good
there
timing.
to just sit passive with the shock darts and the recons. But it leaves things in such a terrifying spot. At least the ults will also be there for RRQ, even if it's just via deaths.
Well, Kayak, he's in a lot of trouble. He looks to be in a lot of trouble, in fact. He'll take down 2 before he falls. The ults online for Fnatic in the next are looking deadly for RRQ. No need to give them even more, especially with Crashies 2 away from that Hunter's Fury. Going down to the spike is the correct play, but now
he does have it from done.
I don't think he can hear you, but I appreciate the effort. Alfia clearly feeling it. Well, this time Munyet's revenge hasn't really looked like it's taken its toll. 4 rounds ahead, 6 in a row, and high impact ultimates on board.
I don't get it, Square, but I'm glad that you get it.
It's been a challenge in the last couple, but the success hasn't been there. Cushy's been one of the few glimmers of hope in this map, and Boaster's just walking it down on his own.
Well, that is a deep play. The Rolling Thunder catching it for the mid-split. But X-Pharaoh able to survive inside his cage, at least for now. Hunter's Fury not finding its mark. Pressure applied as Jemkin rotates, cut off.
Boaster, bro.
The 3rd kill of the round. This guy's off to a flying start. And
just give it to him, man.
Soon to be a finish for the attacking side. A 4th denied, but Chronicles there for the trade. 12-7.
He plays without his shoots. It's not just me, man. It's not just me.
And what we spoke about, the fact that this needed to be the resurgence, there looks like there is no resurgence to be had. This attack side from Fnatic has been flawless.
Not a bump on the road so far. Remember, this is RRQ's pick, and the conversation that's been going around about Fnatic being in the weakest state in terms of their map pool so far, well, we might have to reconsider. Ascent was close. In the second half of Abyss, it has been anything but. They were 7-5 down. And now just 1 round away from victory.
And he has 2 knives left.
Kayak's deep dive. They see the cage. Oh, what a shot on a Jemkin. The first of what could be many to fall. Ult clearing right, but X-Pharaoh still alive, but now they know it. They know exactly where he is.
He's got both trips just blocking off this right-hand side. They're yet to be broken. They now will be, or at least the first one. If anybody's jumping across, Boaster could go flying off the map, but it may not even matter in the end.
GG.
Only 2 standing. Make that just 1.
Give it to Boaster, bro. At this point, just peek, bro.
Needs a crazy finish.
Yes. Okay, no, man, he didn't get it. But damn, I need to see the rating of this man on this map. That must have been like insane.